guys, how are you doing? And welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my absolute worst dental experience. Now, I'm one of those people who only goes to the dentist when it's necessary, when I'm having pain or if there's a certain issue. After pregnancy, they say that your teeth structure changes and they can get a little weaker. So after both pregnancies, I tried to go to the dentist just to check and make sure there was like nothing wrong. After Liam was born, I went to the dentist. They did x-rays. It was a very interesting experience. The dental assistant is helping me get those x-rays done, and she has these like things that you bite down on so that you can take those 20 x-rays or whatever. They're huge. I am like gagging on them. They feel like they're cutting my mouth, and like some of them are a little bit tear jerking because they hit a nerve or something like that when I bite down on them. So I was like, I think that it cut my mouth. And she like takes it out. She's like, I don't see any blood. And she like shoves it back in there and I gag again. After like 4 more gaggings, she's just like, your mouth is really small. Maybe I should go to the kids section and like get the kids one. Thank you so much. Get those x-rays done and they tell me that I have 5 cavities, which is like mind-blowingly insane for me because I brush my teeth like nobody's business. This other lady comes in and she tells me, we're gonna do a teeth cleaning, but she's like, do you floss? In all honesty, no, I don't floss. And she's like, why? And I said, well, because every time I floss, I get blood in my mouth. And as soon as that happens, I feel like throwing up. So I just don't floss. And she was just like, well, I don't think you would have these cavities at all if you flossed every day. It's really important that you start. You're going to have to schedule your appointment to get the fillings done. And I say, okay. She says you can schedule it in 2 appointments or in 1. I'm more of a rip the band-aid off type of person. I want to get it all done. So I tell her, hey buddy, you want to be held too? Okay. I basically tell her I want to get it all done in 1 appointment. Is there anything bad that could possibly happen about me getting them all done at the same time? And she goes, oh no, there's really no issue with it. It's really just the fact that your whole mouth is going to be numb. You don't want to eat because you can really hurt yourself. You guys talking to each other. I'm like, so how long does it take for everything to wear off? A few hours. And I'm like, okay, that's no problem. And then, oh no, I said you guys don't get heavy. So I scheduled my appointment for as early as possible to do all 5 of the fillings at the same time. The same dental assistant that was there on Monday helps me with the numbing and reclines me and all that stuff. And then walks in the second lady. At this time, I do not know that this second lady is the actual doctor. She looks so young. Like, she literally looks younger than the dental assistant. And in all honesty, she looks like 1 or 2 years older than me. When I actually realize she's the doctor who's going to be doing my procedure, I start to freak out a little. Does she know what she's doing? I really do not know. And then I'm like, that's kind of messed up. Because if I was a doctor at that point, I would want people to respect me. So I just stopped thinking that kind of stuff. She takes out the Q-tips that are in the back that are helping numb my mouth. She starts up here, right here, because I had a cavity like right here. It's painful, you know, but it's not so bad like at the front, this first injection, and then this one down here and this one here. But when she gets to the back, like the back at the top and the back at the bottom, it is like the most painful thing. It feels like it's going into my ears. It was really, really painful. She's doing this motion that's kind of like this kind of thing. And she turns around for about 60 seconds and starts to drill. And she's like, okay, if you feel anything, like raise your hand. I immediately like raised my hand. I almost smacked the tool out of her hand. It hurt like really bad. She injects me with another tube of lidocaine. Then she immediately starts drilling again. I raise my hand again. She's like, you're still feeling that? Like I'm some type of alien that should not be feeling anything. So then she injects me with a 3rd vial of the stuff right in this area. She goes to the back. The back is starting to feel really numb. She goes, okay, I'm gonna start in this back section. Why couldn't we have done that before we injected like multiple injections? Everything is going fine. Then I start to feel the front numbing come in and I'm starting to freak out. I can't see my face. I just feel the numbness crawling up my cheek, like covering my whole right side of my face, and my eye and my eyelid, I feel like they're starting to droop. So I raise my hand again and she's just like, you're feeling something? No, it's just my eye is numb. And she's like, okay, can you open and close your eye? And I do it, and she's like, okay, you're fine. Okay, I must be fine. She is getting a little aggravated with me because I can't keep my mouth open. Well, I'm sorry, the fact that my whole face is like super numb is making me really tired. She gets this lock and shoves it in this side of my mouth. After a while, it's starting to really hurt me, a headache and wear on my jaw. So I ask her to take it out. She takes it out, and then she's not happy with the fact that I can't keep my mouth open like as much as the block was. When the procedure is over, she's like, you need to make sure that you floss. So I leave the dentist office, walk in the house, and actually made a couple of videos, which I'm gonna include in this video, of like when I actually had it and what I sounded like. It was pretty terrible.
I had to get some dental work done today on both sides of my mouth, and now I'm drooling all over the place, and I can't talk right. This is horrible. Elijah said I sound like a country person. Look at this one. The dentist didn't give me cotton balls. They only gave me chapstick because my lips were dry. I mean, dry. I can't say dry. It's their fault that I'm drooling all over the place. And I don't have mouth-grade cotton balls, but it's okay, it'll wear off in like 3 hours. I'll never numb both sides of my mouth again. This lidocaine stuff is really strong. Anyways, I thought I should record this moment. We're about to play Fortnite, but I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna listen. I don't want to drool on my microphone. See you later.
I walked into the dentist at 8, and then 7:08 that night is when it started to actually 100% wear off. When I actually did start eating, it was really painful. I just thought, you know, maybe all the injections made my mouth sore. Then I tried to floss, and I couldn't get in between 2 of my teeth back here. The next day, I tried eating, and it was like the most pain. Remember, before I went to the dentist, I had no pain at all. So now being in excruciating pain when I'm eating anything hard, soft, anything, except for the yogurt, applesauce, and soup that I actually ate, there is something definitely wrong. So I call the dentist receptionist, and she schedules me for an emergency appointment that morning. There's a different dentist there. I was like, okay, that's great, that's fine. The dentist is an older guy, and he says I need an adjustment because one side is higher than the other. He does that adjustment, and then I told him I can't floss in between my teeth. Some of the filling was actually stuck in between my teeth, and when he took it out, it cracked the filling. So I had to get rescheduled to do a filling again the following like Wednesday. I'm going through the weekend and everything, and it's still hurting really bad to eat. At my Wednesday appointment, I bring that up to the same doctor who actually did my fillings, and she says I need another adjustment. So she adjusts it again, and she does the other tooth, which wasn't as painful as the other filling. So the fillings are done, and I go home. It's still hurting. I didn't want to go back because I didn't want them to mess something up any more than it was already messed up. It was fine for me to eat like softer things, like soft bread or a bagel. It wasn't hurting. But when I had like a toasted bread, toasted bagel, chips, anything like that, I had to chew it on one side of my mouth. It was like my teeth were kind of moving or something like that. I told my dad, and he was like, maybe it's just still really sore, so when you chew, it's like affecting your gums, you know? So I waited. It took 3 weeks for me to start feeling like it's actually gonna get back to 100% normal. I didn't think that it could be sore for that long, but you know, I guess things happen. Today, honestly, my teeth are, I would say 98% back to normal because I still do have some pain when I bite too fast on something. I feel it.
So that is my worst dental experience story. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you know when my next video is coming out.
See you later.